Hello, good morning. My name is Jacqueline. I am a corporate flight attendant. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Jacqueline Travels. Today is Stay at Home Flight Attendant episode 7, I believe. And I'm just getting ready. We have a phone call with the flight department. So the pilots and I'm gonna be the only flight attendant on this call actually, because it's just my specific flight department. But we're all getting ready to meet on a phone call in about 30 minutes. And we'll be chatting also with our CEO. Earlier this week, I let you guys know I have a tentative trip on the schedule and I didn't want to jinx anything. The trip is still on the schedule. I'm hoping I get to fly soon. I miss it. So I'm sure we'll be updated about that. It's supposed to go in like 3 days. So I'm already thinking about what I want to serve on the private jet and just what the layovers are going to be like now. I know when we're having our layover, I'm not gonna eat in a restaurant. I plan on bringing most of the food. Granted, it's an international trip, so there might be a few issues with customs, but I've been to the hotel that we're staying at and the hotel restaurant is fully open and functioning, so I'll probably be doing a lot of room service during this layover. So I hope I'm in for some good news. I hope the flight department as a whole is in for some good news. I know I've been chatting with the pilots. We're so looking forward to flying again. But yeah, I'll keep you guys posted after my phone call. All right, so the call is over. I made myself a little matcha and green juice because I need a little afternoon pick-me-up. And my trip was canceled. So I'm no longer flying next week and doesn't sound like I'm flying in August. Definitely a bummer to come off of that call hearing that there's no flying for us right now, but on the positive side, we were again reassured we're valuable assets to the company, and just because the plane isn't flying right now and the pilots and me as the flight attendant have downtime, it doesn't mean that we're not needed in a company, especially in the future. Trying to be positive. I miss flying. I love my job. I love being a flight attendant. I love my clients. And honestly, I'm just over being home. And in no way am I ready to get out there and experience life again. Restaurants opened up for dine-in and now they're closing again. And I don't even know what the status of them is. I have zero desire to really be submerged into public life right now. So it's personally, I'm content being home. I'm happy my family's staying home. I'm happy that we're all taking it seriously. For work, I will happily wear a mask on the plane, happily stay in my hotel room and order in, and that will just be what my job is. No huge deals. I walk when I'm at home. I would walk when I was on a layover. It would just be nice to have a different scene on my walks. So unfortunately, nothing really positive to report from that phone call, but also nothing extremely negative besides my flight being canceled. I do have a lot of home projects that I want to work on. I don't know if you can see in the background, we installed a fan. That's very exciting, except the fan doesn't currently work because somewhere along the way, we messed up the wiring. So my house kind of looks in disarray. That's the only not completed project, but I have organizational tasks to do. I have a video that I really need to edit. This way I can put it up on Monday. Although I've been thinking about changing my schedule and having my flight attendant videos come out on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Maybe let me know what you guys think if you have any sort of preference. But either way, if my video is coming out on Monday or if my video is coming out on Tuesday, I need to get that video edited today. And then we have a big home project. I'll probably not really say too much about it now and then vlog about it when it happens, but we're talking about converting a small room that we have that's really turned into a dumping ground. I have a litter box in there, which obviously is nice because no one uses this room. And then I have a big wardrobe that I had in my condo, and it's my second closet. And then I have shoe racks, and it's kind of a disorganized, ugly, dysfunctional storage space. But I think we're gonna have someone come in and convert that room into an office, which will be nice because we don't really have a designated office space. So I think I'm gonna pull some quotes for getting that done. And then This is a project that should have been done months ago because it's been hot and we've been taking advantage of that and grilling all the time and eating outside all the time. But we want new cushions for our outdoor furniture. So I need to measure it and then I need to go online and hopefully order something. Oh, and if I'm being totally honest with you guys, I showed you guys my closet decluttering organization video. My closet is a little bit decluttered again. It's not terrible. I just have one section. I showed it to you in the video, but it became like a dumping ground when we walk into my master bedroom closet, and I just need to take care of that. Actually, let's go upstairs. I'm gonna take care of that now and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, walking in. This guy is always my problem guy. It just becomes a dumping ground. And I know exactly what my problem is. I moved my jewelry box off of my stack of like plastic tubs, and I put this thing back up there because it's like a basket and it holds everything, and clearly it's holding too much. So I'm gonna clean this and I'm moving my jewelry box back on top of this stack. Okay, my problem has been removed from my closet. This is the other problem, and this is, okay, first of all, this is the cutest little catch-all. It's a Coco Chanel quote. It says, "Girls should be two things, classy and fabulous." And it's where I put my jewelry at night when I take it off. And normally I keep it in much better shape than it's currently in. But since my jewelry box has been moved out of my closet, it just became a dumping ground. Like, there are necklaces tangled and just stuff in here. So I'm gonna clean this too. Getting this out of the closet is gonna help this situation so much more. My first small victory of the day is my makeshift jewelry box slash toolbox is back in the closet where it belongs. All right, the last thing that I did was fold my scarves. I rolled them up and then I just put a couple of my belts up here. These are like the two that, well, this one's very important to me. I showed you in my closet declutter video. It's the snake. It's fabulous. It was my grandmother's and I'm just obsessed with it. So I want it close with me in my closet. I'll have to recoil him. And then this is just a belt that I wear pretty often. So that's the only other belts that I have staying with my rolled up scarves and jewelry box. I feel so happy that I got this done. My closet's been bothering me forever. And every day I'm like, oh, it's just gonna take 10 minutes. Like, why don't I just get it done? And I don't know, other things have just come up. I've managed to be relatively busy during my self-quarantine time and being locked down. And then when I had this trip come up on my calendar, I was like, oh my God, I have so much I want to do. I can't be going back to work. I've got to get these things done. And now the trip is gone. And I guess that's what I needed to motivate me to get me in the closet to do like this quick 10-minute project. Sorry for the windswept hair. My mom came over and we did a quick little walk around my neighborhood just so I can get my steps in for the day. I haven't exercised yet, but I fully plan on doing it here in a little bit. I've got a lot of laundry to put away now. So before my mom came over, I was talking to a couple of my friends and two of them lost their jobs as flight attendants because the demand just has not been what it used to be. So that's pretty upsetting. It's just so sad what's happened to aviation. And I know plenty of pilots and plenty of flight attendants who have gone through this. That's why I worry so much, even though we had that phone call earlier today saying like, we're okay right now. I'm just eager to fly. I want my plane to be put to use. I'm ready to be in the sky again. Hello, hello. We are on day 2 of Stay at Home Flight Attendant episode 7. Normally I just do these things for one day, but I didn't really wrap up yesterday and I've got some stuff going on today, so I thought, let's just continue it. So I've already been on a walk today and I did have to go to Target. It's my sister's birthday this weekend. And so me and my mom went to Target and we got her an Apple Watch. So that's gonna be her gift from us and then from the other sister. I wanna paint, I have this idea, we'll see how this goes, that I'm gonna make an abstract picture. And I play around with painting. I think it's fun. I don't think I'm a great artist. Like, nothing is hung up in my house. Everything I've painted is shoved in the garage. But I have an idea, and in my head, it's totally gonna work out in the house. Like, this is something I think I'll be able to paint. We'll find out how it goes. So I'm gonna set up everything now and paint the first background. And then I'm actually gonna meet up with my mom again. She's got my nephew now and we're gonna go on another walk. And normally I do like the morning walk and I'll do leg day or arm day or I'll ride the Peloton. But yesterday I did leg day and I rode the Peloton and my legs are like jelly. So I'm not even gonna attempt to do like an upper arm body workout today. I'm just doing a double walk to try to loosen my legs up. I do want to mention though, if you have a Peloton bike, I did the best ride yesterday. It was Robin's class. I think she's a great instructor, and it was her Latin music ride. And I'm a huge reggaeton fan. Like, every single one of my favorite songs was played. First, Selena, Beady Beady Bum Bum. How can you not love that song? And then Don Omar. And then it ended with Juanes. I was so excited. Tengo la camisa negra. I was so excited to hear that song. Excuse the terrible Spanish accent. I know I sound awful, but the music was so good. The class went by so fast. I think it was a 20-minute ride and I was just jamming the entire time. So if you have a Peloton, look for Robin's Latin ride. It was amazing. Canvas is longer than my kitchen island, so I need to readjust before I get things going. All right, so this is the background of that gigantic canvas. I'm pretty happy with how the background turned out, and then I just have to let that dry and paint over it. But I'm making myself laugh because I'm here telling you guys, like, I'm not an artist. I don't hang anything I ever paint in my house. And then I pick up the biggest, longest canvas I can find and decide to paint a picture for my house. I think when this dries, I'm gonna take some more of this gold paint and just dry brush some strokes on there so there's more of a gold color on the background. And then I'm using this copper color, or bronze, pardon me, and I'm gonna do just like faces intertwined with one line. So it's gonna be one line, but 3 faces. So we'll see how this turns out, but the colors so far I'm happy with. My little snack, and then I'm on my way to meet my mom and my nephew for a walk. All right, it's dinner time, and I showed you guys the little urban herb garden I was growing. This is what my basil looks like now, and I'm gonna take all of the leaves off and we're gonna make pesto. I found these burrata lemon zest and herb ravioli when I was at Target, so this is what we're gonna put our pesto sauce on, and that's gonna be our dinner tonight. All right, here's all the ingredients you need to make your homemade pesto. I showed you the basil, a lemon, some really good Parmesan cheese. You could use walnuts instead of pine nuts. It calls for pine nuts, but I don't have any, so walnuts are a good substitution, and some olive oil, good quality olive oil also. Okay, I just had to watch a video about how to harvest your basil. So you find a node, and that's allegedly where the leaf grows on the plant, and then you cut 1/4 of an inch above it. This way you can keep using the plant. So I can't really show you, my basil's a little crowded, but here's a basil bunch that we'll be working with. All right, the pesto is done, the ravioli is done, and I cannot wait to eat it.
Delicious. All right, moment of truth, everybody. Oh boy. I'm not saying this because you're my wife, but this is delicious.
Wifey can cook. So the final verdict was dinner was delicious. I'm gonna end it here. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing 2 days in the life of a stay-at-home flight attendant. If you guys are looking for me on social media, at Jack Travels is my Twitter handle, that's JAC Travels, and my Instagram is Jacqueline Travels, just like it is here on YouTube. Please leave me a thumbs up for this video. If you have any questions, comments, thoughts, or concerns, post them down below and I'll get back to you soon. Thank you very much for watching.